Debbie, I forgot. We're holy moly! It's the Shabbos show.
Wait, we can't be in the Shabbos show right now.
I was in the middle of eating Chinese food.
We're in our PJs, having our Chinese food. We got nowhere to be. We can't do the Shabbos show right now. Nala's not even dressed appropriately.
Nala, what's going on? What's with the long face?
Even her. She's got her treats right here today.
We don't have to go anywhere. We can sit right here for 24 hours.
At least, right?
At least.
This is just glorious.
It is glorious.
Done
Debbie.
lots of our good things. Sent tzedakah to the food bank and tried to take care of our community the best ways we know how. Doing all things like that. Time to put the feet up. Enjoy a little R&R, right? Do you want to taste this beef and broccoli?
Yeah, I want to taste this
stuff.
stuff.
Nala wants another snack.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what to do
One
about
more,
Nala.
Nala. She can have just one more snack. One more.
One more.
Shake your paw. Shake your paw. Good girl. Okay.
She's right.
There she goes. There she goes.
I mean, she's right, Pod.
She's right, Pod. And after this, you got your pickleball paddles over here.
Oh,
right?
yeah. We're just going to go play in a few minutes.
Give me that. What do you got? Ooh.
I'll switch with you.
Ooh,
this is pretty good.
That's beef and broccoli.
Oh, there's your little chopsticks.
Oh, give me my chopsticks back. This is pretty delicious.
In fact, Debbie, I've been practicing chopsticks lately.
This is so good. What are you all doing today to usher in Shabbat? We can't even talk. We're eating so much food now, right, Nala?
Yeah, Debbie, I don't know if you know this, but Michael Kahn, our good friend Michael Kahn, contacted me and said that, the Jewish calendar goes all the way back to, 5781. The Chinese calendar went all the way back to 4718, which means Jews had to wait about 1,063 years to eat Chinese food. Thank you.
Wait, I have one too. The 2018 opinion piece, the New York Times said, this title of this article was "Nothing is more American than Chinese food on Christmas." The author was Lillian Lee, and she wrote, "Jewish families and others used to flock to Chinese restaurants because that was all that was open. But now it's almost as traditional as milk and cookies for Santa."
What a nice tradition.
It's a fun tradition.
It's a great tradition.
And I don't think it'll show up, but we're playing a lot of our games we play on today, like Scrabble.
Yeah, we have Scrabble.
So see, I don't know if it'll show, but here's our little Scrabble board is right here. We're playing Scrabble today.
Pickup sticks.
And pickup sticks. Remember that strategy?
I know, Debbie, my secret strategy. I don't know if you remember what it is. Don't touch another stick.
Don't bother the other sticks. Yeah, I know. So we have a good one. This one says Yah, Debbie, Barry, Yisrael, Nala, and Elenu. We think we're pretty good with our Scrabble skills, using some of our Hebrew words and fun things like that. But I think one thing, are you going to shave anytime soon?
I didn't think I had to. I forgot it's Friday. Who would have thought? But I will say this. According to this, Elenu, I love that song. Die, Enu, die. Am I on the wrong holiday? Holy, I'm trying my best, Debbie. Oh,
I'm telling you,
sleepy.
We're having super fun. But, one thing that's nice this year, usually we're not in COVID and we could go and we could help and work at the hospital or the this or the that. But this year things are a little more cautious. So we're definitely staying home and having all our Chinese food and playing with our dog and, stuff like that. But one thing that definitely frames Christmas today is that Shabbat is coming. You don't always get that.
No, it's no matter what happens, we have Shabbat every Friday. And how much fun is that?
So great. So we kind of know exactly, we have this nice pattern and, as much fun as all of this Chinese food is and all this great stuff, the time of the day or the time of the week I really look most forward to. Oh, you want another treat?
Is treat time or Shabbat?
It's Shabbat. And, of course, we'll get online with Temple Emmanuel at 6:15 like we always do and do our Zoom oneg and all of that and have some fun. I imagine you know what the Torah portion is.
It's funny you should ask. So, in a quick summary, I don't know if you remember, but Joseph, remember Joseph, amazing dream coat guy? So amazing. So Joseph was one of 12 brothers. The 12 brothers threw him into a pit, waiting for him to die. Wow, bad. But then what happens is he surprised everyone. He ended up in Egypt. And when he's in Egypt, he made the most of it and became number 2 to Joseph, to Pharaoh himself. Who would have thought? And he's a Jew, of all things. So that's where we start. But except what happened is Joseph was trying to informed everyone there's going to be a famine in the land. So his brothers showed up and needing food. They didn't recognize Joseph. No way. And Joseph said, hey, listen, you have to, he's going to trick the brothers into leaving his youngest brother, Benjamin, with him. He was
probably dressed all in his finery. They probably couldn't recognize him at all.
He couldn't recognize nobody.
Didn't look like us today.
Well, it's been a long time. It's been 20 years. It wasn't been PJs. So that's where we start. So where we, Vayigash, that's the Torah portion this week. Judah approaches Joseph and says, hey, man, you can't keep my brother here. That's crazy. I promised my dad that I would bring my youngest brother back home safely. No harm would be done to him. So do me just one big favor. Hey, dude, allow me to replace him and be in his place and stay here with you, and you can let my brother go home.
I mean, Judah stay.
Judah said that.
And let Benjamin go.
To let Benjamin go home?
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, Joseph said, enough. Of course, we're the reader, so we know what's going on. So he says enough. He clears the room of all the other Egyptians and tells his brother said, I have to tell you something. I'm your lost long brother. I'm Joseph. And he reverts to a 17-year-old kid. And that's what he was 20 years ago. And he said, is my dad still alive? Wow. They didn't know what to do with him. He says, guys, I'm not joking. This is serious. I'm your brother. And of course, they gathered around and they met and they got together, and Joseph informs the brothers, hey, get dad back here and I'll provide for him, which he did. And he provided for some brothers. He provided for the Egyptians. Bad news for the Egyptians. In doing so, they became indentured servants, but that's another story. But all this Torah portion tells us is that even when things maybe makes you angry, you still have to look back and take care of family members, because you never know. Some things go bad, and no one's perfect except God. Shabbat Shalom.
Very nice. I like that. So we're ready for this evening.
Yep.
And we're ready to hear the Torah portion tomorrow morning at Shabbat services, and have some of our Chinese and a little bit of a restful time. Nala's snacking a little bit.
Nala loves a snack. In fact,
can she show her little dog trick one more time?
Yeah, here you go. Maybe they'll see it. Could you hold my Chinese food? Here, sit up, Nolly. Come on,
sit up
here.
If you want a treat.
Okay, left hand.
Good girl.
I said left hand, Nala. The other hand. Thank you. Thank you. Holy smokes. Can you just read English for sometimes? Here you go. Good girl.
Wait, what about our fortunes, honey?
Fortunes? I could do the funny one.
This is probably going to be very telling.
I can't wait to read this. And Nala actually, she did lick it.
Guess what mine says? You will get a great deal on a major purchase.
Oh my God. How lucky for us.
I need a new washing machine.
Not before Federation Pledge. Okay. Mine says, you should be wearing your glasses.
No, let me see. I know you don't have your glasses on. Exchanging compliments is intellectual back scratching.
Intellectual back scratching. Oh, like cat scratch fever.
Probably it's cat scratch fever. You didn't ask about the holiday yet.
Well, I haven't had a chance.
I mean, it's still Shabbat. It may be Christmas Day, and we may be having our feet up, taking it easy, eating Chinese food, reading books, and going to play pickleball. But,
and feeding Nala. But what in the world? Is there challah in our near future?
Always on Shabbat. There will always be candles. There will always be challah. There will always be the kiddush with wine and the kiddush cup. There will always be the prayers. There will always be the Amida. Yes.
And
so the answer is yes. But I kept it up here because we're just hanging out here waiting for services to come online. We might comb our hair, brush our teeth, but the challah is ready. So it's a little different. So today we did a little poppy seeds, sesame seeds, and a little sea salt, and we baked it ahead. So there you have it, all ready to go.
Debbie, that's the most beautiful challah.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Challah.
I'm excited for this tonight.
The challah.
I know. And everybody's in our living room tonight, or this afternoon, instead of in our kitchen. So we've kind of been bringing you all everywhere with us.
They get to join our room and our home, and we feel like they're part of our lives too.
Mm-hmm. It's community time where we say, okay, wait a minute. We do have all of these other things going on, but at the end of the day, when the sun sets, it's the same thing going on. It is Shabbat, as it should be. And Shabbat Shalom, dear friends.
Shabbat Shalom, dear friends.
Hold on, can I call a couple out real quick? I'll tell you who's on. Let's see. Ellen is on, and Nancy, and Sandy, Michael, and my friend Wani in Chicago.
Michael Reisman. That's wonderful. It's been such a great week. It's been busy, and everyone's just trying to get ready for, our Gentile friends are trying to get ready and have a great day today. They deserve it. And
Absolutely.
For us, we're so fortunate to have Shabbat. And I love this morning because we read not only a little bit of the Torah portion, but we shared a little bit of the new book that you got from Maggie Anton. Mm-hmm. Terrific.
Rav Hista's daughter. It's a good one. So we read a little bit, hung out a little bit, did a few things that you don't ordinarily get to do, a little bit of a slower day. I think it's going to make Shabbat even sweeter.
I think so too. Debbie, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Barry. Love you, honey.
I love you.
To all of our friends who celebrate, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to all of our friends awaiting Shabbat, early Shabbat Shalom. We can't wait to be with you online or in spirit as soon as the sun sets this evening. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Gosh, and I wish you Park Place as long as I get Bard Walk later.
We've got a lot of games going on.
Say bye. Look, Noah. See you later.